The year was 1945. On the 5th of December at 2:10 p.m. in the afternoon, 5 torpedo bomber aircraft of the US Navy took off from Florida. This mission was known as Flight 19. It was a routine training mission lasting 3 hours. Nothing particularly special, just the crew conducting their regular training exercises. There were 14 crew members on board the flight, led by their experienced flight leader, a highly skilled pilot and war veteran. These 5 planes flew east from Florida. The weather was clear, everything seemed normal. However, approximately 2 hours after takeoff, their squadron leader reported sudden problems with their compass. Their compass completely stopped working. They retrieved their backup compass, but to their dismay, it failed as well. They were unable to determine their actual position. They reached out to the pilots of the other planes, only to find that their instruments were malfunctioning too. Charles Carroll Taylor, the squadron leader, found himself in a difficult situation after the compass broke down. Utterly confusing messages were sent over the radio transmission, and Charles Carroll Taylor said that,
"Both my compasses are out, and I'm trying to find Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm overland, but it's broken. I'm sure I'm in the Keys, but I don't know how far down."
Meanwhile, the weather began to worsen. At 4:56 in the evening, Taylor believed that their planes were flying over the Gulf of Mexico, and that the best course of action was to fly east to return to Florida. Consequently, he commanded the rest of the planes to fly in an eastern direction. However, some of the crew aboard the flight held different beliefs. They were already flying east of Florida, and it was clear that they needed to fly westwards. Right after this order, one of the planes sent a radio transmission expressing the belief that they had to fly westwards to return home. However, the weather continued to worsen, and soon it was sunset, followed by the darkness of night. It is believed that the planes were actually 370 kilometers east of Florida. At 7:04 p.m., we received the last radio transmission from Taylor.
"All planes close up tight. We'll have to ditch and nest landfall. When the first plane drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together."
After that moment, all 5 planes were lost forever. To this day, we have no clue about the fate of these planes. Where are they? What happened to them after the disappearance of Flight 19? A search and rescue Mariner aircraft took off with a crew of 13 people tasked with finding Flight 19. However, while searching for them, they too vanished. First, 14 people from Flight 19 disappeared, and then 13 people from the Mariner search rescue aircraft. In the days that followed, an extensive air and sea search operation was carried out. It was one of the largest search operations of its time dedicated to finding both of these flights. But nothing was found. There were no bodies, no aircraft wreckage. Everything had vanished. Interestingly, the area where both planes disappeared is now known as the Bermuda Triangle.
We don't know which way is west.
Over the past 50 years, 3,000 ships and 100 planes have gone missing in a mysterious stretch of water in the Atlantic Ocean.
Ships have gone missing, planes have gone missing.
Known as the Devil's Triangle.
A source of intrigue, legend, and fear. This is the Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle holds a reputation as a remarkably mysterious part of the ocean, where over 100 aircraft and ships have vanished without a trace. This enigmatic region stretches between the US's Florida, Puerto Rico, and the country of Bermuda in the north, forming a triangular area that spans over 500,000 square miles. Legends surrounding the Bermuda Triangle date back over 500 years. In 1492, as Christopher Columbus embarked on his journey to discover the New World, he reported a peculiar occurrence when passing through this area. His compass ceased to function, and one night he witnessed an extraordinary sight, a strange ball of fire illuminating the sky. Columbus observed the fiery ball plummet from above and disappear into the depths of the ocean. This event marked the beginning of the mystery. Over the following eras, the region earned several names, such as the Graveyard of the Atlantic, the Sea of Doom, and the Sargasso Graveyard during the 18th and 19th centuries. However, it wasn't until 1964 that the term Bermuda Triangle was first used. The phrase Bermuda Triangle made its debut in a 1964 article titled The Deadly Bermuda Triangle by Vincent H. Gaddis, published in the magazine Argosy. Gaddis summarized numerous disappearances that had occurred within the Bermuda Triangle over several decades, attempting to establish connections and weave a mysterious narrative. While the article didn't offer explanations for the phenomena, it propelled the Bermuda Triangle's mystique to unparalleled heights. Gaddis's article ignited public fascination with the Bermuda Triangle, making it the most popular mystery of its time. It claimed that something peculiar resided within this vast expanse of the ocean, causing the inexplicable disappearances of countless aircraft and ships. Although lacking definitive answers, the allure of the Bermuda Triangle continued to captivate minds across the globe. The fascination with the Bermuda Triangle grew to such an extent that numerous books were written about it. It inspired films, computer games, and even songs. Amidst the captivating lore, let's delve into another chilling incident that occurred in 1918 involving the USS Cyclops, one of the largest and swiftest ships in the US Navy at that time. The USS Cyclops played a vital role as an asset for the American Navy, particularly during World War I. It served in transporting troops and coal. On the 4th of March 1918, the ship embarked on its journey from a city near Washington called Baltimore, destined for Brazil, carrying 306 people on board. In addition to its human cargo, the ship carried a substantial 11,000 tons of manganese. The voyage was expected to take 9 days. Departure proceeded smoothly, with clear weather prevailing. The ship sent a message upon setting sail. However, tragically, this message marked the final communication from the USS Cyclops. After it began its journey, all contact with the ship was abruptly lost. It vanished without a trace, leaving everyone bewildered. How could such a colossal ship, one of the largest in the US Navy, simply disappear? If this incident strikes you as mysterious, prepare yourself for an even more daunting and hair-raising tale. The Ellen Austin Mystery. The Ellen Austin Mystery. In 1881, the 210-foot-long ship named the Ellen Austin was traveling from London to New York, a common voyage undertaken by many ships of that era. However, during its journey, the Ellen Austin encountered an unidentified vessel near the Bermuda Triangle area. On the surface, this unidentified ship appeared entirely normal, yet it was devoid of any human presence. There were no crew members, no signs of life whatsoever. The captain of the Ellen Austin decided to board the ship and investigate. First, he positioned his own ship alongside the mysterious vessel and waited for 2 days, hoping to observe any signs of activity or any clue at all. The captain of the Ellen Austin anxiously awaited a response from the other ship for 2 days, but silence prevailed. Finally, he made the daring decision to step foot onto the unidentified vessel. The ship appeared well-stocked and everything seemed to be in its proper place. During those times, concerns of pirate attacks loomed, as pirates often targeted ships for plunder. Yet, this mysterious ship remained untouched, as all its valuable items remained intact. Encouraged by this discovery, the captain of the Ellen Austin chose to transfer some of his crew members onto the enigmatic vessel, intending to continue their journey with both ships sailing in tandem. For the first 2 days, both ships proceeded together without incident. However, a storm suddenly erupted, forcing their paths to diverge, and the unidentified ship vanished from sight. Once the tempest subsided, the captain of the Ellen Austin attempted to locate the ship he had glimpsed through his spyglass. Yet again, upon reaching the location, no signs of human presence could be found on the ship. The crew members previously sent from the Ellen Austin had inexplicably disappeared. Their whereabouts and fate remained a haunting mystery. However, the ship itself remained intact. Determined, the captain of the Ellen Austin made another attempt to bring the ship alongside his own, assigning additional crew members to navigate it. Unfortunately, history repeated itself. After a few days, another storm materialized, leading to the separation of the unidentified ship once more, and the newly assigned crew members on board mysteriously vanished. Upon returning, the owner of the Ellen Austin, shaken by the harrowing account, promptly sold the ship to a German company. They, in turn, renamed the vessel Meter. Isn't it a fascinating and legendary tale? However, my friends, it is likely that this incident is nothing more than a captivating story, shrouded in the mists of time. However, due to the age of this incident, it is impossible to verify its authenticity. Stories that have been popular throughout history, passed down through generations, yet lacking concrete evidence, are often referred to as legends or urban legends. Many rational thinkers consider the Bermuda Triangle to be one such legend. But what lies behind the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle? Various theories have been proposed. Some attribute the disappearances to alien abductions, suggesting that extraterrestrial beings have come and taken aircraft and ships with them. Others believe that a colossal sea monster lurks beneath the ocean's surface, responsible for the vanishings. And then there are those who claim that the peculiarities of the area itself cause aircraft and vessels to sink. While these theories may seem far-fetched, let's explore some more scientifically grounded explanations. One such explanation revolves around magnetism. You see, the North Pole of the Earth and the magnetic North Pole are not the same. When you use a compass and face north, the compass is actually pointing toward the magnetic North Pole, which is slightly offset from the true North Pole, also known as the geographic North Pole. This difference is accounted for when using a compass. However, there are certain areas on Earth known as agonic lines, where the magnetic and geographic North Poles coincide. These lines shift over time, but for the past few centuries, 0 degrees line been in or near the Bermuda Triangle area. This can lead to confusion and navigational challenges. Furthermore, the topography of the Bermuda Triangle is quite intriguing. If we look at satellite maps, we can observe that the area surrounding the Bahamas and the Caribbean islands appears turquoise due to its shallow waters. This expansive stretch of shallow ocean stands out distinctly amidst the deeper blue waters. The shallow areas, often accompanied by hidden shoals, compose significant hazards to ships. In the past, vessels would unknowingly encounter these shallow waters and become stranded. These hidden shoals, elevated portions of the seabed, were not visible from the surface, leading to potential accidents and difficulties in navigation. It is worth noting that this region of the Bermuda Triangle is surrounded by deeper ocean waters, adding to the stark contrast in satellite imagery. Another peculiarity of the Bermuda Triangle is its shallow waters, which have been known to trap ships passing through the area. Additionally, this region boasts one of the highest rates of hurricanes in the world. If we were to rank countries based on the frequency of hurricanes, China claims the top spot, followed by the United States, number 2, with Cuba situated right within the Bermuda Triangle. And when it comes to the US, the state that experiences the most hurricanes is none other than Florida, which lies within the boundaries of this enigmatic region. Furthermore, the Bermuda Triangle is prone to hurricanes and waterspouts more frequently than other areas. Now, let's delve into the fourth explanation: methane hydrates. Certain parts of the ocean contain extensive deposits of methane hydrates. In laboratory experiments conducted in Australia, scientists discovered that an excessive amount of methane bubbles in the water decreases the water's density. As a result, the buoyancy of a ship becomes compromised, leading to its sinking. This phenomenon can be likened to the concept of increased salt content increasing water density, allowing objects to float more easily, as seen in the Dead Sea. In the case of methane hydrates, if methane eruptions occur underwater, sometimes referred to as mud volcanoes, methane is released. If a ship happens to be positioned above such an eruption, it could rapidly sink without any prior warning. However, it's important to note that there is no direct evidence linking methane hydrates to the specific disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. While the presence of methane hydrates is a scientifically established fact, their role in causing the disappearances has yet to be proven conclusively. This explanation remains an intriguing possibility, but lacks direct substantiation in the context of the Bermuda Triangle incident. Now, let's explore the fifth explanation, which, in my opinion, is the most significant. It revolves around human psychology and is known as the Bayard-Meinhof effect, or the frequency illusion. The Bayard-Meinhof effect states that when we become aware of something, we tend to notice it more frequently. Have you ever experienced the phenomenon after someone in your family purchased a new car? Suddenly, you start seeing the same car model on the road more often. It's as if the car has become more prevalent overnight. However, in reality, the frequency of that car on the road hasn't changed significantly. It was just as common before. It's our heightened awareness that makes us notice it more. The same principle can be applied to the Bermuda Triangle. While it's true that some significant aircraft and vessels have disappeared within its boundaries, it's essential to recognize that disappearances occur in other areas of the world, across all oceans. A recent example of this is the Malaysian Airlines flight, which vanished outside the Bermuda Triangle. The key point is that when people became intrigued by the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle, they started paying more attention to the incidents and disappearances within that specific area. This increased attention may have contributed to the perception that the incidents are more concentrated in the Bermuda Triangle than they actually are. In reality, similar incidents take place in various locations worldwide, not limited to the Bermuda Triangle. It's crucial to consider the broader context and not solely focus on a specific region. By understanding the Baeyer-Meinhof effect, we can comprehend how our perception can be influenced by our increased awareness and attention to a particular subject or area. Furthermore, similar incidents that occurred outside the Bermuda Triangle didn't receive as much attention. Journalist Larry Kusch, author of the book The Bermuda Triangle Mystery Solved, also arrived at this conclusion. He found that while there were initial incidents, the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle gradually gained prominence, leading some individuals to fabricate stories and engage in sensationalism. These fabricated stories often lacked evidence and were entirely absurd. For instance, the tale of the Ellen Austin is believed to be one such fabrication. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration of the United States states that there is no concrete evidence to suggest that the disappearances of aircraft and ships within the Bermuda Triangle occur more frequently than in any other area of the ocean. Similar mysterious disappearances can be found in other parts of the world's oceans as well. In fact, the United States Coast Guard does not consider the Bermuda Triangle to be a particularly hazardous area. They have stated that the high traffic volume within the Bermuda Triangle may contribute to the perception of mystery. This perspective challenges the notion that the Bermuda Triangle possesses unique dangers or paranormal phenomena. The area of the Bermuda Triangle witnesses a significant amount of ship and aircraft traffic, which naturally increases the chances of incidents occurring. When you consider the frequent hurricanes and the presence of the Gulf Stream in this region, it becomes clear why ships might occasionally sink here. These factors, along with the shallow waters, offer a straightforward explanation for the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle.